All right, welcome. Today we are looking up, like way up. We're talking about the single most important protector of your entire home, your roof. You know, it's one of those things we just don't think about. Not until something goes terribly wrong, right? Well, we're going to dive into why a regular health checkup for your roof is seriously one of the smartest moves you can make as a homeowner.
So I want you to ask yourself this question. What is your roof hiding? Because while you're all safe and sound inside, your roof could be hiding some big problems that are just silently growing. It's your home's #1 shield, right? It takes an absolute beating from the weather, especially in a place like New Jersey, where you get everything from heavy snow to coastal storms. So what's really going on up there?
And that leads us right here to the real threats that start to pop up when we ignore our home's first line of defense. This is all about the high cost of neglect, and believe me, small issues can quietly snowball into massive headaches.
This idea is so powerful because it's just so simple and so true. Think about that tiny little water stain on your ceiling. It's so easy to just say, I'll paint over it later. But it is not just a paint problem. It's a distress signal. We heard from one homeowner who caught a stain just like that, just in time. Turns out it was a slow leak from a cracked seal that would have cost them over $10,000 in damage if they'd waited just one more month. And this really shows you the chain reaction. See, a small leak leads to water damage, which then becomes the perfect invitation for harmful mold. And a compromised roof? That means your heating and cooling are literally going right out the top, making your energy bills spike. Over time, all this stuff lowers your property value, and get this, it can even get your future insurance claims denied. The thing to remember is that these aren't separate problems. They're all connected.
Okay, so with all those dangers in mind, what's the solution? What's the answer? Well, this is where the hero of our story comes in, the professional roof inspection. This is the key. It's how you prevent a disaster before it ever even starts. To put it simply, a roof inspection is just a health checkup for your home. That's it. It's a professional, super detailed assessment of everything from the shingles and seals all the way down to the underlying structure. The whole point is to catch those little weak spots and potential problems before they turn into a frantic, late-night emergency call during a huge rainstorm. And the benefits of being proactive like this, they're crystal clear. You actually extend the life of one of your home's most expensive parts. You stop those devastating interior repairs before they happen. You make sure your insurance and warranty stay valid, and you protect your home's value. It's just pure, smart, proactive protection.
But what does a professional actually do up there that you or I can't? Okay, now we're going to peel back the layers and really look at what the experts are trained to see, all the subtle clues that an average person would almost definitely miss.
A real pro inspection is super methodical. It usually follows a 4-point process. First, they check all the exterior materials, every single shingle, seal, and vent for any wear and tear. Second, they're looking at the structure itself for any signs of sagging or damage to things like the chimney. Third, they actually go inside, up into your attic, searching for hidden leaks or bad ventilation. And finally, they even check the quality of any past repairs. I mean, it is incredibly thorough.
And this right here really highlights the difference. Sure, you might be able to spot a missing shingle from your driveway, but a professional, they can identify hidden structural decay. They use special tools like moisture sensors to find leaks you literally cannot see. For bigger commercial properties, they even use infrared scanning. They're just operating on a whole different level of detail.
So, now that we know what a pro is looking for, let's talk about a practical plan. Because knowing what an inspection is one thing, but knowing when to get one is just as important. Seriously, timing is everything.
These are the crucial moments you need to remember. Proactively, you should try to schedule one every spring and fall to get ready for and recover from harsh weather. Reactively, you absolutely need one after a major storm with high winds or hail. And strategically, it's a non-negotiable before you buy or sell a property. And of course, the second you see a leak or a stain, it's time to make the call. Okay, let's talk about the big question. What does this actually cost? Well, here in New Jersey, a standard residential inspection is probably going to run you between $150 and $300. Now, when you compare that to the thousands or even tens of thousands a major repair can cost, the value becomes pretty darn obvious.
But here's the kicker, and this is really important to remember. A lot of professional roofing companies offer free inspections, especially after storms or when they're giving you a quote for a repair. This means getting an expert's eyes on your roof might not cost you a thing, which completely removes any excuse for not being proactive.
So, with all this info, let's put it all together into a clear, simple action plan for you. This is how you go from just worrying about your roof to actively protecting your home and your investment. First off, let's understand what we're up against. In a place like New Jersey, the biggest threats are usually ice dams. You know, when melting snow refreezes right at the edge of your roof and traps water behind it. Then you've got heavy winds lifting shingles, constant rain, and even just the slow buildup of moss and junk. And here are your countermeasures. These are really simple things that any homeowner can do. Keep your gutters clean. That helps prevent water backup. Trim back any tree branches hanging over the house. And once a year, take a look at your flashing. That's the metal stuff around chimneys or vents. These small, consistent actions, plus the professional inspections, create a really powerful defense. And the payoff for all this effort? Well, a properly maintained roof can last up to 40 years. That's decades of security, safety, and peace of mind. You're not just fixing problems as they pop up, you're actually maximizing the lifespan of your investment.
When it all comes down to it, it's about this one simple, powerful truth. Your roof isn't just a part of your house. It's the guardian of everything that matters most to you. It's protecting your property, your belongings, and most importantly, the people inside.
So I'm just going to leave you with this final thought. Your roof is always communicating, whether it's through a loose shingle, a tiny stain, or a gutter that's clogged up. It's working 24/7 to protect everything you own. So isn't it time to listen and find out what it's trying to tell you?